In today's video, we're going to take a look at the bnsn AI writing software. Specifically, we're going to look at how to build advertorials. Now, an advertorial, if you're not familiar with it, is a sort of a sales piece, a piece of content that looks very much like an article, but is designed to move somebody from maybe learning a piece of information into a sales process. So it's really kind of a sales letter disguised as an article. So there's two different advertorial types currently available inside the software, and we're going to take a look at this long form one. Now, to build this, I need to first choose a blueprint, and we're working with our iDoctor blueprint. I can choose, some other things here, but because we have the advertorial right here, I don't need to make any further selections. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and we'll call it iDoctor advertorial. And then I think it was the long form, so let's just mention that in case we decide to do the short form as well. Now, as with all of the different frameworks that exist here in bnsn, there is the potential to have some additional things to answer, to look at here. Now, you'll see the blueprint that we're working on is the iDoctor one. I'm going to just right-click and open this in a new tab so we can consult this. Right now, I don't have the doctor's name. I'm just going to add in John and let's see, Smith. Dr. John, or how about Smythe? There we go. So it doesn't look that generic. And I can put some additional stuff in here, but let's just leave it at that. Now let's go back over to the builder. This is some information that I can either choose to put in or I can choose not to. In this case, it's saying that it wants, some information on what my offer is and maybe a testimonial and some other things. I'm going to just leave this all blank, hit continue, and hit the magic button, and it's going to start giving me some text. Now, you have a headline, Discover the Revolution, Unmask the New Vision Correction Technology Transforming Portland. Now, it knows that the business is located in Portland because that's over here in the blueprint. It knows some other things because I had built out like a free offer for a free eye exam, for example, and I think that may be included in here as well. So let's see. I'm not seeing the offer yet, but this is, again, as I said, it's an advertorial. So what is it giving us? It's giving us an article. So picture the world through blurred eyes, every object fuzzy and indistinct. You squint and strain, but can't bring the world into sharp focus. Now, that does not sound like AI writing that you're going to get out of ChatGPT. This is, modeling after a specific framework. And so it's continuing to talk about the problem and maybe discussing some potential solutions. And then it's saying, that we have a specific solution that we'd like to offer you. And let's see if we get the, okay, so here are our placeholder testimonials. So those need to be swapped out for real, actual testimonials. There we go, a free eye exam valued at $275. I had entered that somewhere else at some point in a different project, but I want to show you where this pulled from. So let's go ahead and search for $275. There you go. Offer discount, the price of the offer type. Let's see if the offer name is listed here somewhere. Free eye exam, offer name. So you can see that there's a bunch of stuff that got populated when I filled out one of those forms earlier on a different project that I was filling out. So here you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this. Now let's say I wanted to, adjust some of the sections here. I have the ability to refine this. I can either refine the entire copy by choosing, to change the style, the tone. Maybe I wanted to kill the hype. Now, this is an advertorial where there's not going to be a lot of hype, so you're not going to get like, buy now, absolutely, the best eyeglass exam you're going to get. That's not going to be here. You're not going to find that kind of language. But let's say I want to create more trust. So I'm going to hit create more trust and then run this, and it's now looking at the original text, and it's going to start replacing the content here with something that will instill additional trust. And there's, certain phrasing, certain ways to reposition the content that will make it feel more trustworthy, more authoritative, potentially. And so now we're getting this output, and then I can read through this and say, hey, do I like this new version? Is it solving what I wanted in terms of creating more trust? Yes, great. Okay, I'm going to hit replace. Now, there might be some sections in here that I don't love. So we understand these challenges and are committed to offering uncompromised and affordable eye care service to our Portland community. Okay, that's fine, but it's also a little bit staid. So maybe I want to change it to how real people talk. So I've just highlighted this one section because I don't love the word uncompromised. And so it changes it to, we get it, and we're here to offer top-notch and affordable eye care services to the Portland community. Great. I like that better. And so I have the ability to just tweak this here and that there until I find the version that I like. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Now, you'll see here that there's two different advertorials. That's because they follow two different frameworks. So I'm going to hit advertorial number 2, and it's going to ask me an additional question that I either can choose to fill in. And again, remember, if I fill this in, it's going to add whatever I'm putting here into the blueprint. So give some useful information for Benson to achieve a better result. This is a factual reason why your offer works for so many people. So remember, it's a free eye exam. So it's critical to get your eyes checked regularly, especially after the age of 40. Okay, so that's the free eye exam, and so that was some rationale. So now what I just put there is going to, I got to refresh this so that it shows up, but I'm going to search for the age of 40, and there you go. It's critical to get your eyes checked regularly, especially after the age of 40. So it's continuously adding and building as we build different elements here in the different projects. I'm going to hit the magic button, and you're going to see a different style, different structure of advertorial from the last one that we saw. So optometrist reveals how she overcame vision problems and now helps others achieve clear sight. Well, I see a problem here immediately because the optometrist, the name is John Smythe. Isn't that the name that we gave him? John Smythe. And so we need to make sure that obviously we go through and read this and we don't just take it as is, because it doesn't remember or know everything. So it's going ahead and building this one out. Optometrist reveals how, and now I can actually, once I hit save, I can go in and edit this manually as well. So let's see if there's anything else that I need to look at in here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything immediately that's jumping out because it looks like it's written in first person. So let's say, okay, I made that change from she to he. I want to refine it a little bit. Let's say I want to make it sound warmer. And so it will give me, as an optometrist, you might think my eyesight has always been perfect, but a few years ago, that wasn't the case at all. I spent long hours examining patients and staring at computer screens. Over time, my vision began to deteriorate. Reading and seeing clearly, especially at night, became a struggle. Well, that sort of reveals the very kind of problem that the patients may have, or the prospective patients may have. Now, this does feel a little bit warmer than this over here, the original text. So as an optometrist, people expect my eyesight to be perfect, but that wasn't the case several years ago. You can see how this has a slightly warmer. You might think my eyesight has always been perfect, but a few years ago, that wasn't the case at all. This sounds ever so slightly a little bit more sort of formal. So I'm going to say, yeah, I like that. Let's go ahead and replace that. And again, I can do the same exact thing that I did in the previous one. I can find ways to refine just individual sections. So I don't want Google to help me, but you see that's a pop-up that came simply because there was something in my browser that was making that happen. So let's see if I want to go in and add something else. So let's see. This is we are the leading provider of personalized optometric services in Portland. Let us help you achieve clear vision and peace of mind about your eye health. So actually, it starts with we, and then the second sentence is about you. And I noticed that one of the things that we could have it here, change it to, is make it about the reader. So let's go ahead and change that to focus on the reader. So instead of we are the leading provider, it says you deserve the best personalized optometric services in Portland. Let us help you achieve clear vision and peace of mind about your eye health. So let's go ahead and hit replace on that. Let's hit save. And now we have 2 advertorials that we've written out here that are saved for the eye doctor blueprint. And there you have it. If you're interested in checking out Benson for yourself, go ahead and check out the link below the video, taking you over to aicopycub.com, where you can learn more about how this tool works and how you can get access to it yourself.